beside in letters. Okay, take a seat. Can you see? We start the class now. Everyone ready?
Yes.
I know that I'm sure all of you are very excited for this class. Is this almost like the first few of your class for this course? Okay. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Andrea. Okay. I'm the lecturer for this course, Foundation of Early Childhood Education, Learning and the Environment. Okay. I'm going to introduce myself. And after this, I will get all of you to stand up to introduce yourself in the same manner as well. I want to know all of you and we learn from each other. So all of you, please pay attention to your friends, your classmates when they are introducing themselves. Okay? Thank you. So we start with name, age. I mean, if you are not comfortable with your age, you can roughly say I'm in the 20s, I'm in the 30s or 40s, anything. If you're okay with sharing with your age, is okay too. What are you currently doing? And then the last question is, if let's say you're working, where? And then your learning desire. Okay, so let me explain burning desire or goals. Means that something you really want to achieve. Like maybe you want to travel around the world, or you want to be the best early childhood educator, or you want to change, enlighten people's life, anything, okay? Let me start. My name is Andrea Chen. I am 38 years old. What am I currently doing? I'm the principal and founder of Montessori Preschool. Okay, what's my burning desire and goals? Hello. Good afternoon. Sorry, it's okay. Please sign in. So my burning desire is to make some changes in early childhood education to enrich more life, the children, to be specific, and the families. So to let everyone more to know about the importance of early childhood. That's all. Okay, so that's my turn. I've completed my introduction. So I want to go. Who wants to go first, or should I pick and choose? How about we start from this table? It's okay, you can be loud and I'm sure you are ready. All of you are aspiring educator, so you can be loud. Okay? You want to go first? From this table, first table, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, okay? If you're not sure about the question, you can ask me, I can assist you. Quick one, we don't want to spend too much time on this. Yes, okay.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay, and my age it's not very comfortable, but I'm 40.
Okay.
Okay, and then currently I'm just a housewife. And previously, if you want to know, previously I was in Kuchon National University. And then my desire was I would like to set up an NGO for persons with disabilities.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But then now, because for this course, I actually wanted, because I want to set up I'm going to set up my own preschool.
Okay, that's good. That's Sarah. Okay, please listen, yeah, when your friends is introducing themselves, it's very important. We learn from everyone in this room. Okay, next, please. Volunteer, please. If not, I will call you. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, I'm Renuka.
Renuka.
Renu, I'm 25 years old. I'm currently working in one of our preschool in September. And my burning desire is I would like to teach more the younger children to let them know more about knowledge of how to grow in their life.
Okay, thank you. Next. Come on. You. You can do it.
My name is Siggy and I'm 18 years old. I am tuition teacher.
Okay.
But my English is not good.
Burning desire, what do you want to achieve?
Because I love children.
Okay. So that's why you want to work with the younger age children. Okay, good. Okay, next. You?
My name is Susan. I also 18 years old.
Burning desire, you can tell, share with me in Chinese if you're not comfortable, I can tell you to listen.
现在也是在做幼稚园老师，然后很多就想要做老师去讲讲。
Okay, she's currently a preschool teacher in Kulai as well, and her burning desire is to reach out to young children. Okay, next.
I would say I am acting in school.
Okay,
Or I work in home tuition.
okay. I want to be a kindergarten teacher. Okay, that's good. Next.
My name is Juba. My age is 23. I is a teacher for kindergarten now. Burning desire maybe I want to be one teacher is very knowledge,
Knowledgeable.
very full, very full knowledge and they can help children,
Okay,
something like
that's
that.
very good.
I'm Sudhumari. Second school. My age, I am 34 years old. I'm working in a new kindergarten. I love children, that's why I'm here. Good, perfect teachers.
Early childhood educator. Next, this table.
My name is Amy. I'm 26 years old. And now I have 2 kindergarten with my sister as a master rider. And my burning desire is I want to be a professional educator.
Okay, good.
Hi, I'm Kenny. I'm 31 years old. I'm working at the Suhat Kindergarten. Actually, I'm the owner there. And then I need to improve myself to going to professional and qualified teachers, and let my teachers and my children have a happy learning.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nandana. I am 21 years old. I'm from Suhail. This is my personal essay. Okay, my goal to make I want children learn more fun and be enjoyable.
Okay. So try. Please sign in first. It's okay. Have to sit. Sign in. Okay. Sit. Maybe over that corner, maybe it's fine. Okay, for those just walk in just now, excuse me, hello. Okay, let me give them some time to settle down first. Okay, for those that just walking in, so we will go round to introduce yourself by your name, your age, what are you currently doing, if you are working, where, your burning desire or goals. Burning desire or goals means like what you want to achieve in the near future, what do you want to, like where you see yourself and all that is, anything in that manner is fine. Yeah.
I'm Candelia, I'm 30 years old and I'm a mother of a 3-year-old boy. Previously I owned the fitness center, but 2 years ago I sold all my fitness center, so now I'm just doing what I want to. I'm learning something, traveling around. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Miss Sable.
My name is Michelle. I'm 26 years old. I'm a preschool teacher in India. My desire is I want to know more knowledge in professionals, new knowledge skills, and learn some specialties needs also.
Okay, that's good. Next.
I'm 18 years old. I'm working at a tuition teacher. I come here to learn English to learn more knowledge and become a professional teacher.
Okay, good. Next.
My name is Lai. You can call me Lai. And then my age is 18 years old. I'm working in the Province School as a preschool teacher, and my goal is help many children. That's all.
Okay, that's good. Okay, next.
You? I'll be going to work in Singapore soon as a preschool teacher. My desire is to become a professional teacher.
Okay, good. Next.
My name is Sinophan. I'm 18 years old now. I'm a kindergarten teacher now, and my burning desire is can open my own kindergarten in the future.
Okay, that's good.
My name is Lee, and I'm 27 years old. And now I'm working in Singapore, be a admin. Then my learning design will be a professional educator.
Okay, good.
My name is Linda. I'm 15 years old, and I am working in a teacher in India. And I hope I can be a good teacher for my students.
Okay, good. Again, sorry.
I am I work in tuition center.
Okay. And what's your burning desire or goals?
I help many people.
Okay, good. Okay, next.
I'm Lily Fong. I'm 20 years old. I'm a kindergarten teacher at the
Okay, your burning desire. What do you want to achieve in the near future? Your dream?
Be a professional teacher.
Okay, good.
And over the side. My name is Cheng Mai. You can call me Steve or Crystal. And I'm 12 years old and I'm working in a kindergarten in Mindanao.
Okay.
So that my burning desire is can improve myself and can open my own kindergarten and travel around the world.
Okay, good. Next, please.
My name is Wendy. I'm 22 years old. Then I kindergarten teacher at Tinda. So my goal is I want to improve myself and become a professional teacher.
Okay, good.
My name is Catherine. Now I'm 22 years old. I'm working at a school teacher, and then my design is learning more about professional children.
Okay, good. Thank you. Next.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm 18. And right now I'm a freelance personal trainer. And I really hope to bring fitness into my child.
Okay, good.
Hi, I'm Yoji. I go by Sonia. I'm currently 17 years old and I'm working as a preschool teacher. My goal is to show love by teaching, through teaching.
Okay, good.
Hi everybody, I'm Phil. Now I'm working as a kindergarten teacher. So I would like to improve myself in this early childhood education.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Steve. I'm 26 years old. Now I'm working in kindergarten. And my only desire is to improve myself and become a professional teacher.
Okay, good.
I am Agnes. I'm 31 years old. Now I'm doing my novice confinement center. Then before that I had 10 years old. So 10 years about my primary school teacher or government. Then I want to continue my future in the early childhood.
You mean you have 10 years experience teaching in primary school?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So I come to continue my study because I want to set up my kindergarten.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you everyone for your introduction. I get to know a little bit about all of you. So we can hear that from here. I think majority of all of you are currently teaching somehow, and some mummies that want to get to know, understand more about early childhood. That's what is happening in recent trend. So there's really a blooming in the need of the quality early childhood center, and there's a very like the government even imposed stringent regulation to govern the early childhood center. Okay, it's very good that all of you choose this course and to further understand how this early childhood is about. Okay, for this course, this is the outline. And this is the outline for this course that you really need to know. This is in the page in the 4.0 learning plan 1. But please refer here first. Like while you doing your own revision, your study of this subject, please understand for ECE, these 5 main questions you need to answer after you complete this course. How, what, who, why, and where. Okay, this is the fundamental framework of early childhood. So first, what? We need to know the history, the need, the scope, the law and licensing of the early childhood. So what is early childhood? What age is considered early childhood? Okay. Oh, before I even go further, you can honestly tell me how many of you go through the notes. Please raise your hand. Honest answer. I won't fine you or punish you if you haven't. Partially. Okay. Since we only get to see each other only 3 times this semester, And then after that, your exam will be next year, right? So there will be a big gap in between, like after you complete your assignment and your exam. So the purpose of this workshop is not me standing here to lecture you, because you're supposed to, in your own free time, you can read through. So make our meeting very purposeful. It's very important that if you have any questions, you can ask me via on the Blackboard or email, or you can wait until when you see me, then we can discuss the question. Okay? It's very important that you ask, because if you don't ask, I do not know how much you know, how much you don't know. My role here for this course is to help you to really understand about this subject and to pass the exam. Okay? And so that you can apply this knowledge in your setting for your own personal as well. Okay? And I'm pretty sure all of you are adults now. You need to know your responsibility in following the due date for assignment. As you know, you pass up late, you deduct the mark and follow the regulation. Yeah. Okay, let's go back here. Like I mentioned, the what is important because we need to know the history, the need, the scope, and the law of licensing of early childhood education sector. When we know this, then only we can plan the rest. Okay? So this early childhood education, it will affect like who are the people who will be affected by this early childhood? Of course, the children, the family, and staff. Previously, in the like maybe some of the early childhood setting, they don't communicate well with the family. It's like one-way communication just with the child or the staff. The parents not involved in the early childhood education. But how is it possible? We, as an educator, we see the children in the setting, let's say in the kindergarten, for 4 hours a day only. The people that really spend a lot of time with the children are the family members, right? The mommy and the daddy. So, for early childhood center educator, it's very important to form a very strong communication channel and with the parents and the family, and maybe the guardian as well. The staff. So everyone in the center must be aligned with a vision and mission that the center set. So everyone must understand what the purpose of their being there as an educator. Each one has their own role. Okay? Why? We must understand the philosophy and the theory of the early childhood. So there are so many philosophers. Can I just roughly ask a question? Who can tell me who are the philosophers that's famous philosopher for early childhood? Anybody can answer this? I give you a star. A sticker. Yeah. Mario Montessori. Who else? Waldorf. Yes? Flashcard, Glenn Goldman. That are like the different way of teaching the philosophers. Could be the curriculum also, okay? So next, we will go into this later on, not to worry about this. I'll brief you through the structure first. Next is a physical environment. What do you understand from this physical environment? What is physical environment in early childhood?
The setting.
Yeah, the setting. Okay, good. Setting. What else? The atmosphere. Okay. How about the curriculum? Who understand you those that read through the notes, right? What's the curriculum about? Activity. Okay. The program. Yes.
Lesson plan.
Lesson plan. Yes, that is the after you choose the philosophy that you want to follow, then you plan the curriculum, and the detail of it are such as the activity, the lesson plan, and all those. Okay, so this is the structure of the foundation of early childhood. For the whole course, right, the assignment, the exam, everything is based on this. Okay, alright. So without further ado, let me continue. Instead of me going through the lecture, I'm going to ask question. Okay, I'm going to ask question like, I think you all can sit in your own comfortable group and you discuss among yourself and get the answer. Later you will present to the whole class. Is that okay? Yeah, it's an open book. You can check through your note, so that I want you to develop the skill that you understand where to find the answer. Okay? Now, for this group, how do we go from here? Can we set the group number or name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Group 1, group 4, group 5, group 6. Okay? here, okay, I will let you to have a chance to choose the question. But I'll go very fast. When I point to this, I see which group raise hand fastest, then we can get choose the answer questions, okay? Okay, go through first. You can discuss among yourself, prioritize which question you want to choose. Are you ready? Okay. When I say one, when I point to the question 1, 2, 3, and I see which group raise hand fastest and all raise together, you get the questions, okay? And listen. 3, 2, 1. No, I say 1, 2, 3, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Group 6. Group 6, yeah? Group 5. Group 5. Okay, next question. Describe the differences of high scope approach to the bank street model. 4, 5, 6. Good listening skill. 1, 2, 3. No one. You can choose this. Okay, next. Why we need to know about early childhood philosophy? 1, 2, 3. Okay, group 6, right? Good. Okay, next question. What is early childhood education? Hey, listen. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Looks like here you see. Okay, this group put down the competition between these two groups. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This group. 2, right? Group 1. Okay, next. So we have 3 questions left. What is DAP? 1, 2, 3. This group. 4, 3. Okay, next. Describe the characteristic of Montessori approach. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Okay, group 4. So we have 1, 3, 6, 4, 5. Left group 2. Okay, group 2. Okay, I give you 15 minutes for this discussion, okay? Okay, you can write your answer in this flip chart. Okay? So fun! It's so fun! Wow! I get the paper. 15 minutes from now, yeah? And you need to clarify anything, you can come ask me. It's a group work, yeah, please discuss among yourself. I think 5 minutes discussion. The last 5 minutes you can write it down on the flip chart. Okay? Yeah, give write in point system, then someone will explain later. So you write on the point system first in a piece of paper, then you write later, you transfer it to flip chart. Okay?
球，就是
有一些好像他们的就是有咖啡啊、煎啊，应该也是可以写。那再解释一下，去做别的事，花种一下。这个在没有拿的那个就是管系，这个里面这些。
Journal.
上面它会有一些事情跟这个课本来吵的，所以从考试上面啊。
At the back. Hey, I think you can try in that olive oil. But for example, I think can be used, right?
你先给我写。中学的给那个差不多很长发So sorry about that. Is it your first time coming here? No, this is orientation, right? This looks so exciting, I must take a picture. Just continue with your work, yeah? Side way, no, you will not able to see. No, it's okay, I don't think. I think you save your life.
Alright.
A 呀，开场的时候绝对歌是这个。
Yes. Okay, last 5 minutes. Okay, good. How about this group? Who's going to do the presentation? Who's going to do the presentation? Okay, it's going to be there. Who's going to do the presentation there? Please discuss who's going to do the presentation, okay? Also, this group decided who's going to do the presentation. You get a star. Okay, 5 minutes is up. Okay, 5 minutes is up. Put away all your marker pens and let's get ready for presentation. Okay, everyone please be seated and get ready for presentation. Okay, ready? Which group want to go first? Let's begin. be brave. All of you are aspiring educators. You going to be the professional. Let's go, let's go. If not, I choose randomly, is it? Hello? Anybody home? Which group want to go first? Are you ready? Okay? Okay, this group go first. Good job. Give them a big round of applause. Here, please. Okay, must be loud and clear, okay? And members on the floor, if you have any questions, you can ask. If they cannot answer, I will help to answer. Okay? Yes. Sorry? Read only. Okay, can you explain? Okay. You can explain it in such a way. Okay, characteristic of Montessori approach is you go through like that. You face everyone. You don't. This way, okay? Okay.
Our topic is characteristic of Montessori approach and teacher. So we have a group of children. Divide the children into a minimum group to observe well their needs and progress.
Okay, let me further elaborate on this. For Montessori, can everyone listen? Yes. For Montessori approach, right, for grouping wise, Montessori, the philosophy is vertical grouping. What is vertical grouping? Vertical grouping means 3, 4, 5, and 6 all learning in the same environment. We don't separate the children into different class. That is pure Montessori, okay? Continue.
Method of learning is mostly based on fun learning methods with materials and hands-on projects, activities, all equipment and furniture are child sizes.
Okay, so you have anything to elaborate on this? If not, I help you explain. For this, the method of learning, right? Dr. Maria Montessori has developed a full set of experience, learning material, apparatus for different area of learning. So it's like all sensorial based. So for traditional teaching, it's only we hear and we see visually. But for Montessori approaches, they learn through their senses. We have like math material that is like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication up to 10,000, but it's like a toy, wooden toy for children or some kind of rubbish for the children. Okay?
Children choices follow their own interests, prepare and fully material in the Montessori classroom that support for the children. Children can learn through their own experience at their own space.
Okay, for this, right, important element of Montessori approach is the prepared environment. Meaning to say, in let's say my classroom as big as this, we have different area of learning, activities of everyday learning, sensorial, numbers and arithmetic, literacy, knowledge and understanding of the world. This is all well prepared, all nicely arranged in different corners, and children has the freedom. Children have the freedom to go and select the activity that fits their needs. Okay.
Settings, a place where it's comfortable and attractive with enough facilities. Example, set up a corner for every subject.
Okay, this is what I meant just now. There are different corners of learning for Montessori, and it's the important thing about Montessori classroom setting is it must be attractive for the children, that the children can look for the material and learn at their own pace.
And develop inner discipline and master basic skills. The moral values language that they are used and basic skills in their practice of daily life build up their self-confidence by having dramas and role play which can lessen their stage fright.
Okay, for the inner discipline, one of the very key important element in Montessori studies is Montessori believe that the children first need to develop concentration. How they develop concentration is by using their hands. When we do something that we are interested in doing, that is when we will develop our concentration. When we have concentration, that will lead to self-control. With self-control, then we need the development of obedience. Okay, so this is a very important element in Montessori. Unlike the traditional setting or different approach in early childhood, like maybe the traditional kind, we ask the children, sit down, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Do not run, sit down. Yes, the children will follow through. But the moment the teacher, educator not in the classroom, they do otherwise. It's not a self-control. It's not a self-obedience. It's being forced. So in Montessori, we want to achieve that normalization. Means that I can do something that I want to do peacefully. I have a chance to use my concentration skill to do my own activity. Okay? Good job for this group. So this is the outline of Montessori. The very important element in Montessori is the teacher, the educator. The educator, the teacher, is not supposed to teach, but not to direct, but to facilitate. Facilitate means I'm not supposed to tell you, come, do this now. Now next, you have to do this, okay? That is teacher or director. But facilitator means, okay, I ask you to do this activity, but I'll just observe whether you are doing it right. Maybe the first time I will do a demonstration. After that, I will let you work on it. Because each of the Montessori material come with a control error. Meaning to say you can see when the child themselves, they can see whether they are right or they are not right. Okay, thank you. I think you pay somewhere so that your friend can jot it down or something later on. How about this wall here? Okay, please help me. Second group, please. Next group. Who want to go?
Sorry, I just want to answer for
Yes.
if we have any questions, you will ask later. Or
I think you can ask now better. If not, then you might forget, right? Okay.
so
Questions?
for Montessori approach, is it just well for children? It's not suitable for those more grown-up kids, right?
Grown-up kids as in what age?
Maybe about primary and onwards.
Oh.
Because it seems like it is very structured space, and then it seems like if the place is okay, everything is well organized. Okay, example, if you play outside or what, you wouldn't have the kind of materials and all that. Because it's like everything is about materials.
Oh,
And
no.
then the organization, and then it seems like less of interaction with people. It's like everything I like.
This is not not that way. So in the Montessori classroom, we have a piece of material that we can work three of us together. We also have project that we work together. Okay, how about outdoor? When outdoor play, we let the children have unstructured play. Means to say they still can explore the environment freely. They can collect a piece of twig, a piece of leaf, and they want to play with it, or they want to go and check on the mushroom, check on the rain. It's fine. So for the age group, right, in OC, they even have Montessori education for secondary school, up to secondary school. Because they have complex algebra, complex maths, a lot of different activities for the children. The method itself, we have like a syllabus.
So these kind of things, if for countries which are less developed and without much resources, so they might not be suitable for.
It's not about resources. It's about the how would I put it? The educated knowledge. Whether you have the enough knowledge to go for higher a level of like, different age group, the higher than early childhood, the primary sector or the secondary sector, the understanding of the approach, the curriculum, how you plan the curriculum that is fixed in the country.
But those is not fit to every kids as well, right? Because it's like, okay, if the kids they okay, maybe in the school you can use the Montessori method, but at home, how can the mothers and then, because it's like well organized everything, so suddenly you put a child which is in less organized place. So
Okay, it doesn't work that way because this is the Montessori approach is like a systematic way of the children learning where there is a prepared environment. But other than that, in the Montessori approach, we respect the children. We know the DAP, developmental appropriateness practice. So we know each age group what they can do, what they may not able to do, but we respect the differences as well. Even though I say that the 3 years old, maybe they are not so sociable yet, 4 years old they become more sociable, but I cannot assume just label you are not sociable. Maybe that 3 years old, because of different experience, different family brought up, she is very sociable. You understand what I mean? So for this Montessori teaching is a guideline. I'm pretty sure you do Montessori at home. You let your child eat on your own, or eat on their own. That is a Montessori practical life activities. You let your child fold their own clothes, or when the child go to a Montessori preschool or Montessori setting, they learn to do things orderly manner. So when they go back home, the first thing the child might say that, "Mommy, I want to do it myself." But let's say you stop him from doing himself, maybe there is a deviation in character. But if the parents that send the children to Montessori preschool, most likely the Montessori preschool will explain, okay, you will notice that your boy will start to tell you, "Mommy, I want to do it myself." Then you just let your child do it themselves.
what will you say about Montessori? What are their weaknesses and all that?
Weaknesses?
I'm sure that there won't be a 100% perfect education in this world, right? There must be weaknesses.
Yeah, there's no 100%. It's not a weaknesses. It's very subjective how you see it, how you see whether it's good for you or not suitable for you. Maybe the parents that are very traditional, that you do not want your child to keep on expressing themselves. You do not want your child, you want to have full control of your child. Like, no, I say you eat now means you eat now. You cannot play then eat or somehow or another. Maybe the parents may not like it. That's all. It's not about having what is it called? Weakness. Because for Montessori approach, it's a very, how I put it, experiential learning. Okay, this is a term that I want to share with you. How to spell? So, experiential learning. Experiential learning means you learn by doing. Just for like you're driving your car, or riding the bicycle, means that you really practice it with your muscle. Okay, experiential learning. So in Montessori teaching, or there are other teaching experiential learning as well, that the children learn because 0 to 6 years old, they are concrete learner. Means they learn concretely by seeing something, by touching something. I cannot imagine, right? A child. I don't let the child to practice how to hold the spoon. No, you cannot. You don't hold the spoon first. I show you a picture. First, you see the picture number 1 is like this. Picture number 2 put in the mouth. It's hard for them to learn. For them, you want them to learn how to feed themselves. You just give them the spoon and the food. Okay? So the philosophy behind Montessori is they learn through the senses, then they make sense of it themselves. Okay? That's the Montessori about. Is that clear?
Okay, no, because I worry that it will take too much time of it, so maybe
okay. Alright, any more question about Montessori? Okay, so we move on to second group. This group, just now you want to done. Okay, group number 2. Who want to go next? Okay, Reggio Emilia approach. Okay. Okay, you may begin now.
Okay, so the characteristics of Reggio Emilia approach is very similar to the Montessori one. So what is Reggio Emilia approach? First, who is Reggio Emilia? It's basically a way of teaching that is originated in northern Italy. So that's how they teach Reggio Emilia approach, is they make the student centered. So it's all based on the student. Okay, so first of all, what is the role of the teacher? Since it's all based on the students, the role of the teacher is basically a co-learner. So in other words, the teacher basically doesn't teach a curriculum, whereas they kind of act like a friend, they kind of act like a student, and they make the student tell them basically like, what is this? And if the student can name it correctly, the teacher will encourage them like, yeah, that is right. But if the student kind of make a mistake, the teacher can then step in and they can tell them like, actually, this is what is correct. So that's the role of the teacher, because they are a partner. And they play different roles because they can act as a lot of people, just like how I just described. And they work very closely to the parents because they can't teach this way in school, and then at home the parents can teach something else. So it doesn't work like that. So both ways, the teacher and the parents are like a partner of the children. So they teach. And second, this is linked to the image of the children now. So the children are like, they support, and basically the children are known as very competent, so they are competitive and they are very strong-minded. And then they are very curious. Of course, children are very curious, they're very creative and very capable of doing something. And what's so good about this approach is children are valued as like citizens. They are not valued as minors. They are valued for what they are now and not what they are going to be in the future. So that is one very good way of asking them to teach the teacher. So these are linked. And then what is very good about the environmental part of this approach is when you step into a Reggio Emilia school, you can actually see the difference. Let's just say it's like a playground. Maybe some are like nature. Why? Because when you step in, children can learn to respect the environment. And also when you step in, the classroom are then like special teachers, because when you step into the playground, children can run there to like try to learn something, very similar to the Montessori approach. And then it sparks up the children's curiosity, just like bringing them into a forest, they will start to look at things, and that's how they learn. They also learn to respect it. And every classroom is attached to an atelier. This is a French word. And what is an atelier? It's like a big space, very artistic space. So they are also learn to express their poetry and expressive language. Okay, because of this, it's linked to project works. Project works are all done in the atelier, and it is how they can do and express all their details and ideas, and it's all done in a long periods of time. So the teachers and parents can go back after a while and have them add on what they have done to the project. So if they learn this amount of project when they're 3, maybe when they're 4 years old, they can add on to the project with more details they have learned. And this is why the project work in Reggio Emilia approach is very good, because they can add on to it and learn more. And lastly, the social constructivism. Because of this, people may think like, oh, then what do they have between people if they're all themselves? Okay, so it's very teacher to teacher, parent to parent, children to children, but everything is linked to children. So now, since they're all partners, children and teachers, that's how they communicate. And children and parent can communicate also. This is how they can talk to other people and socialize very well. And then it is the key element of learning through reciprocal communication. And that's like reciprocal, meaning I'll talk to you and you answer back. And I'll question you and you answer back. So it's very 2 ways. It's not just one way, me telling you everything and then you listen. And lastly, because the teachers are known as the researchers, and the school is like a research ground, children are then protagonists, which are basically the leaders of the cultivation, the leaders of what they want to do and what they want to learn. and the teachers can then research on that. That's how the teachers can help them. So this is the graduate media approach.
Okay, very good. Good job. Right, so this graduate media approach, right? One of the very important elements is teacher as an observer, researcher. Meaning to say the most of in all the graduate and middle classroom, the teacher usually observe the children and really document it. If you go to the graduate and middle classroom, the children can just write, like let's say the class of a lizard. Let's say there is activity about the lizard and all, so the teacher can ask the children, let's paint the lizard. So the children paint the lizard like this. Wow, it's a lizard. The children say, no lah. The teacher won't say, no, this is not a lizard. What is this? I don't see a lizard also. They won't. But the teacher will scaffold them and say, wow, look at this. So where's the leg? Yeah, it's here. Oh, where's the head? Oh, it's here. Okay, good. Then the teacher will document this. Okay, Danny, on the 9th of August, he drew this. It's a lizard. According to Danny, this lizard is black in color. Then the teacher will document this and will place it on the wall. So progressively, as the Danny develop, the teacher will see the differences. At the age of 2.5, this is his lizard. Then when it come to 5, then his lizard become more chunky already. So these are some. These are the thing that graduate and media focus on. They focus on the children, that the children can express themselves in many languages. In the art, it's not just drawing. How about painting? How about using the material? Like I can give some twigs, some leaf. Like I get the children to express lizard in the leaf form, lizard in the sand form, in any kind of form. The teacher respect the differences, respect the expression of the children. Okay, so that's the role of the teacher in the classroom. The teacher very much prepare the environment as well, like Montessori, in a very natural way, very pretty, very nice, attractive to the children. But there's not a lot of materials like Montessori. There's no structured maths material, there's no literacy material, but a lot of different material that for the children to express themselves. Twigs, blocks, different art material. Okay? And for the children, like here they mentioned, they believe that the children, they are curious, they are imaginative, they can express themselves. So they respect the children development. And for the social part, they very interactive classroom that the children interact with each other and to the teacher in a different language. They can say something. They even record. Let's say today, Benny says something. Teacher, I think your shoes look like a lizard. The teacher will record down something like that. Okay. And the environment is very often say that environment is the third teachers, meaning to say the children will learn from the environment. If you have it ready for the children, like there are area for the children to read, there are area for the children to construct their mind. There's a structured play, unstructured play. This is the environment. The project work, I think a lot of different approach. They have project work as well. But like what they do is like they really document the project and then let the children understand that the project work is something is so important. Even the family members will ask to see the project works in some school. Okay, so this is graduate and media. The concept a little bit like Montessori. The main difference that you can put in your note is they have no structured material. It's more unstructured. Okay, thank you. Any question from the floor? No question? Okay, score well for graduate media approach. Yeah? Okay, next group. Thank you. Next group, come over here. about the childcare, play center, nursery school, preschool, kindergarten, early years center, and daycare. Seems like now we really have all around the world have many the center like art school, something like kindergarten, Montessori school, like something like this. And then our point is education and care for young children includes serving and involving their family and foundation for cognitive, physical, and emotional development. Offer a safe, nurturing environment for interaction, stimulation, and social activity, and consists of any number of activity and experiences before enter elementary school, something like motor skill, count, social, communication, language, and emotional. Okay, so this is early childhood education. Basically, it's an approach for young children 0 to 6 years old. Okay, now let me go through. I think you can have a seat first. The important element of early childhood. Okay, child development. Okay, who can answer me? What are the important elements that is very important for a child, for children? I give you example. Health. What else? Sorry? Safety. Good. What else? Learning. Okay. Learning development. Okay, we can have the learning in physical development. Physical development is considered learning as well. What else?
Social.
Language development. Social development. What else? Emotional well-being. What else? Logical thinking. Observation skill. What else? Character development. What else? Musical. Creativity development. What else? Fine motor skill development. What else? Very important. Play. Okay, these are some of the things that important for children development. In early childhood setting, in any of the early childhood setting, we need to look into this. So for kindergarten, setting up a kindergarten, it's not about teaching the children ABC or numbers only. We have to make sure the children is safe, is health, like the health condition of the school is okay. We must take care of the emotional well-being. We need to help the children for physical development, logical thinking, character development, language development, creativity development, social, play, opportunity, observation skills. These are the some basics, the importance for the child development. And in early childhood education, it covers this. All the philosopher theory, right, being developed is like based on all these important elements for children development. They develop the philosophy based on understanding of the children needs in this area. Okay, so this is the summary that what is important for the children development, and that's what the early childhood emphasis on. Okay. Any question from the floor? Oh, okay. Next group. Next group, please. Let me get. Okay, good. Good. Go back. Okay, you may begin.
Okay, now I want to present the background for this one. Why we need to know about early childhood philosophy. Okay, the first we can get knowledge of developmental milestone. For example, we can help the children reach developmental milestone at different age. Okay, the second is
Let me explain on this. Yeah, thank you. So it's very important. When we know the philosophy, we understand the developmental milestone. Like each age group, the children can actually do certain things, and they have different needs.
okay, the second is understand the early childhood learning process. For example, we can help the young children learning something that will benefit them the rest of their life.
Okay, for this explanation, the children learning process, everyone learn at a different pace. We need to understand the children development even at the age of 3 years old. Supposingly that sensitive to socialization start at 4 years old. But like I said just now, some due to different environment, different brought up family background, they develop differently. So we need to respect the differences, understand the children develop individually in their own respective way and pace.
The third is learn relationship building skills. Early childhood development professionals need to be able to work with parents to help them teach their children at home and find out the best resource for children.
So maybe how do we link to this philosophy is, from the philosophy we understand that how homeschool partnership is important. Okay, so the philosopher that did mention from research that the school work closely with the parents, it will beneficiary for the children. Do you know why? Do you know why we need to work with parents? Okay, maybe I better explain. Maybe some of you not too sure about it. So because the children spend, like I mentioned just now, the children spend like maybe 4 hours in the school, in the preschool only. The rest of the time they are at home. And sometimes they behave differently in school setting and at home. So when the parents give feedback like, okay, my son today, he learned this and he expressed this, then the teacher will have the affirmation that the children did learn something, or there's some changes or in behavior that the parents notice, highlight to the school, then the school can take note on that. And maybe there's some behavior, something that happened in school. If we share with the parents will know how to deal with the child at home. Okay? So something like that. Yes?
The fourth is provide a hands-on or learning experience. That means teacher can use other resources such as the rods, toys, and send that the children to explore and know to learn about the shape and then the others.
Okay, for this, I think what they mean is when we understand the early childhood philosophy, then we understand there are different ways in the child development and different ways in getting the children to learn. Okay, so that's your point. Okay, good. Next.
The fifth is advocate for the early childhood education resource and initiative. So these educators can take initiative to work with government so they can improve the education system when they have the best knowledge and resources in a way to influence the views of the better than others.
Okay, so for this point means that as we understand the children development, the children philosophy, then we should work closely with the government and to meet the law and the regulation of the country to be updated in what is new development for early childhood that we can improve on our practices. Okay, good. Thank you. Next group. It's okay, I'll hold your hand, don't worry. Yeah. You can do it.
Our education is a developmentally appropriate practice, which is called EDP. It's a perspective within early childhood education, whereby a teacher or a child giver nurture a child's social, emotional, physical, and cognitive development by base all practice and decision on first theory of child development, individually identified strengths, the child's cultural background as defined by his community, family history, and family structure. So the AP activities take three core considerations into account. The first is understanding what is typical for each stage and developmental level, creating appropriate practices for each learner, and knowing the significance of a child's culture and family background. From the art centers to science and beyond, you can use and infuse the AP into each area of your preschool classroom.
Okay, so everyone understand this in short? Alright, it's very simple. That means we develop a lesson plan. Lesson plan means whatever we go to the classroom, like today, I have the lesson plan for today. We need to say, what is a lesson plan? I think you have a seat first, I share with you, then you can understand better. Okay. A very simple one, because this one you will learn later, but I'll show you. Okay, let's set lesson plan. So, my objective. Okay, so we have to have class, what age group, all the detail, who are the students. So what are the objectives for this lesson plan? For instance, the activity is spooning. Okay, spooning wins. Okay, what's the objective? First, to refine eye-hand coordination. You don't need to copy this, yeah? You really do not need to copy this, just understand this, okay? Eye-hand coordination. To refine concentration. Okay, So this is my objective. Then after that, we have the materials needed. Then we have the activities. Activities like set number 1, okay, introduction of the material. Number 2, demonstration. Number 3, let the children practice, so on and so forth. And the last is reflection. This is a simple lesson plan. So, what is DAP related to this? Meaning to say, for me to plan a lesson plan for spooning beads, I have to decide for what age group. For 3 years old, maybe the spooning activity is 2 large bowls, and the beans is big kidney beans. And I let them use a big spoon. That's 3 years old, because maybe the fine motor skill is not so strong yet. And the small beans is dangerous to them. Maybe they put in their nose. So I introduce big beans. But let's say for 6 years old, I can use a tiny beans and put a red beans or green beans. And I don't use big spoon. I use a very tiny spoon. So this is DAP. Meaning to say, I develop the activities suitable for the children. And say, and it's not about age also. It's not about the developmental, let's say the 3 years old can do or cannot do. But also, I have to consider the cultural. So let's say I'm having this, I plan an activity for cultural activities, like understanding of the world. So I bring the pet to the school. So I have a dog, I have a bird, I have a cat. So if let's say I just don't look into DAP, I have Muslim child and I say, come, let's touch the dog. It's not appropriate, right? It's not suitable. And each country, they have different norms and practices. Some are not okay to their cultural practice. So I need to understand and respect that. I cannot plan an activity that's not suitable for, let's say, for another thing is a physical attribute of the children. I plan an activity that everyone run. But in the class, I have 3 boys. Mommy say that they cannot run. But I planned that activity out. How would the boy feel? He cannot do it. He feels so sad, you know. So instead of that, I have to plan something that is suitable for him. So this is DAP in short. So it's about the strength of the children, cultural background, community, family history, age. All this is DAP. Okay? Clearer picture now, right? Okay. Next group. Last group, will you right? Now. Okay. Mother is over here. Okay, good job. Yeah, good. Everyone come in front. Okay, the differences between high slope and bank street approach. For the high slope, we get the point
reading and mathematics. EDE1013 contrast knowledge by pursuing personal interest and goals through different hands-on experience. Yes, and the mastery is known as the development interaction approach. The intensive is on educating the whole child emotionally, socially, physically, and intellectually in an experience based in the disciplinary and collaborative setting.
Okay, so basically, right, I feel that my personal point of view, these approaches are almost the same. Yeah. So, but one thing that in your exam, how you differentiate high scope and back street is this keyword, the cognitive aspect of understanding, reading, and mathematics. Like this is the keywords for high scope. Yeah. Whereas in back street, right, you see, it's about interaction, whole child. Anyone know what is whole child approach? Whole child approach is what I that's not the child. Like the child must like love nature, must be a citizen of the world, must be creative, good self-esteem, health development, and all that. Okay. So another keyword here is, you see here, through direct hands-on experience. Here, in experience-based. So like a light, right? So basically, you need to put in active learning, the cognitive development in reading and math as an emphasis, and then the back street is like a whole child approach, and then the interaction between the student and the environment as well. Emotional, social, physical, and intellectual. This is PILESS. Okay, that's the main difference. And if let's say, if I ask you, who can tell me for this high scope approach, right? Which philosopher theory that they adopt? Lev Vygotsky is scaffolding, based on scaffolding. So that's the main thing you can like differentiate. You put in Vygotsky, scaffolding, and this is not. Then that's how you can differentiate these two approaches. Okay. Any question from the floor? Okay, can we sit back first? Okay. Question?
Yes, as I understand, high scope is more on their, this is very similar to the fact I'm always confused. Backstreet is more on their, which one is more on their personal experience?
Personal experience, right? I think is backstreet. And this is they have the structure, like a curriculum for that. So this one is they have a curriculum, but they want to emphasize in one area. Okay? Whole child approach. Always remember the keyword is whole child approach. Okay? Yes. Good. Very good. I really like your presentation. Any question from the floor for all the questions that we discussed through just now? Any question at all? If you're still not clear.
This kind of concept is like very theoretical. It's very difficult to really understand the concrete idea.
Yes.
So, example, if I'm going to teach mathematics, example, okay, for Montessori concept, I can grab the idea because it's like you have the sets of materials and all that. But then, and then for rigid behavior, just now you said about this about from the
project.
Yes, the kids they can also express their own ways and all that. And But in Bank Street and high school and all that, how actually they are going to teach the mathematics and all that?
Okay, for this high school and Bank Street, right, they have their own curriculum, which is less popular. So they have a set of curriculum and ways of teaching. Basically, you need to attend their course to learn the way of teaching, especially I think for the Bank Street. So it's different. They have their own material, the syllabus for it. So for all of you, you do not need to just consider this high school or Bank Street or Reggio Emilia or Montessori yet. You just keep the theory in mind, and when we have time, we can discuss further. Then to let you understand, there's also Waldorf teaching method. Waldorf is about.
Sorry, which Waldorf is which one?
Waldorf we don't have time to discuss here. Okay, let me clarify the few very popular early childhood approach in education presently. Montessori, Reggio Emilia approach, Waldorf, Forest School, the very common, or Fobel. Fobel very popular in Korea, maybe not so. It's also an Italian teaching method. For Waldorf, right, what they emphasize is the children aged 7 and below shouldn't read or write structurally. That they learn from going to the nature, preparing their own meal, through song, through story. They don't have a lesson very structured lesson come, look at this book, let's write A. They don't. So that maybe the teacher, the educator will share a story about the forest. So in the forest, what can you see? So maybe the teacher will use the leaf to let the children come. Let's build the alphabet A with the leaf, but not writing. And it's emphasized a lot on feeling, the harmony, the peacefulness. Reggio Emilia is about expressing art. Montessori structured, systematic approach and fun learning. Okay, nature school, the children going to the forest, learn from nature, using the natural resources to learn numbers, to learn language, to learn art, science. Okay, those are the few main curriculum.
How about thematic?
Thematic, actually, all the different curriculum like Reggio Emilia, Montessori, we incorporate in thematic. Thematic is something that is a subject. For instance, right now, the theme for this year, rainforest. In the rainforest, I'm actually out of scope already, but I will show you. Very quick one. What is thematic learning? So let's say rainforest. Okay, so we have to, this one related to PILDS. Anyone know what is PILDS? Physical. I, intellectual. L, E, yes, emotional. S, social. And the last, spiritual. This is in your note, you don't need to jot down also. So for rainforest theme, how I take the activity that is physical. Meaning to say that maybe I get them to bring them to the rainforest barefoot so they can feel how is the soil like. Or maybe there's a tree, I get them to climb the tree. Intellectual, they learn about the rainforest, how many layers of forest in the rainforest. Language, they learn the different part of the tree, the bark, the branch, the tree, the leaf. Emotional, how they feel about rainforest. Okay, peacefulness. Okay, what other thing that in the rainforest? Social, they need to have a discussion among themselves and talk about the rainforest. Then it will link to the language. The language, what the vocabulary they learn about this rainforest. Spiritual. This is more difficult to explain because there are different spiritual that believe that there is there's some spiritual that we need to respect, that everyone be nice, be good, then there's a good in all. But this is PILEDS. I still can link this to different area of learning. Okay, how about maths? How about science? How about sensorial? Language? What else? Sorry? Yes. So it's, for example, this is interlinked as well. For rainforest team, I can do maths. I can bring some leaf and bark, get them to measure how long is the twig. Okay, centimeter. For a science, they do a science experiment understanding the process of the leaf, photosynthesis, sensorial activity. They can smell the different touch, the different the leaf texture or the tree bark. Language, they learn all the language. That's the I cover just now, the language of the rainforest. So this is thematic. And this one you can apply it in any way, not just in one particular curriculum. Okay? Good question. Next, any more question on this? If not, we'll discuss on the assignment 1. Okay? Okay, let's open up your assignment 1 question. That is the question. Okay, number 1 is a breakdown of for this question. Breakdown is breakdown to what own reason why you want to work with young children. Okay, for this part, I'm pretty sure you can answer it yourself, right? Okay, everyone? You can answer this, understand this? Okay, means you just write why do you want to work with young children? Is it because that you think they are adorable, you're in love with the young children, that you think that they are the very important soul, 0 to 6 years old, most important stage of life, so you can write anything that you like about that. So you can be patient, make a difference. Okay, part 2. Beliefs about children learn? So, let's discuss about this. What is your belief about how children learn? It's a discussion, yeah. I can't be giving you the answer. And these are the guidelines only. You do not need to really follow exactly. It's best that you give your own answer. And for your information, when you submit your assignment in our system, we can detect like whether you plagiarize, that whether you copy this directly from somewhere or it's your own words. So you need to understand the theory and use your own words to elaborate. Okay? That's for your assignment. Come, let's go through this. Belief about how children learn. Please, anyone, please give some answer. Sorry? Through the play, okay? So you believe that the children learn through play. What else? The real object. So you believe that the children learn through manipulation of real object, concrete learning. Yes? What else? Sorry?
Attention and love. Attention and love.
Okay, you believe that the children need attention and love for their learning. What else? Sorry? Role modeling. That means she believes that the children learn through imitation from role modeling. Like if I do this way, the child will learn following me. Next, very good. Next. And remember who we give the answer, okay? Next. Any more? Okay. Let me share with you. There also no best way of learning. Believe that all children can learn. Okay, I don't know how to write this. What they understand is not the same as what they are able to do. Do you understand about that? I understand, but I cannot do it. There's children development, how they learn also. What else? Children learn from experience. Okay. Children learn from exploration using their senses. Children learn by observation and repetition. That means they need to do many times. So these are some of the ways, beliefs of how children learn. Number 3, personal qualities and abilities that will make you successful in working with young children. So, how about this? What are the personal qualities, abilities that will make you successful in working with young children? Answer, please. Sorry? Patient? Yes. Positivity. Open-mindedness. Open-mindedness. I hear you. Next. Observation of the children. Why? Why we need to observe the children? Sorry? Okay, so how do you link that behavioral patterns to observation of the children?
Each child is different. Each children is different. So their ability to do every task is different.
Yes. So for observation of the children also is important as in, then we know the child better. Then we can plan lesson plan that is suitable for the child. Then we know the development of the child based on our own observation. That we know the characteristic of the children. Next. Very good. How about enthusiasm for the children and passion for children education? That's also very important. Respect the differences, also very important. Flexibility, so you're able to shift gear. You know, one thing that I really want you to remember this. There is no resistant child, but inflexible educator. What does this mean? That means all the child can learn, but if you use the same method again and again and it's not effective, it's never going to work. For instance, if I want to teach a child how to draw a person, but I just use this way. Look here, everyone. Look here. Look here. Draw head first, then the body, then the hand, the leg. But for the child cannot see it that way. But if you keep on, then the child cannot do it. The child don't know. I cannot do it. I cannot draw. They say, yeah, you look here again. Yeah, I show you. See again. And this. So easy. But the child said, I really don't know. I cannot, because he may not able to draw the circle. He don't see this as a person. But what you should do as an educator is, you should explore different way. Come here, children. Now, this is a big piece of paper. Ask the friend to lie down on the paper. Open up. Come, let's draw. Then he might know, you see. So it's true. There's no resistant child, but inflexible educator. Often than not, we always use the same method. When the teacher said, the children said don't know, then try. Keep on drawing the same thing. Then still don't know. Okay, I draw for you. So this happen. So bear in mind, you need to be very flexible. Okay? So, in summary, then I heard that observation skill is important. We need to know that the children learn from role modeling, need a lot of patience and love, flexibility, communication skill, enthusiasm for children, patience and humor, respect for differences. Okay? Okay, next. Ideas on how to create quality developmental appropriate child-centered and equitable environment for learning. Okay, so what do you think of this? Ideas on how to create quality, developmentally appropriate, child-centered and equitable environments for learning. Do you all even understand the question or not? So here is quality. This is DAP. Child-centered, equitable. This means how to create an environment, a school, a center that is good for the child development. Safety. But how do you just put it that you just put in safety? Yeah, this is something that we mentioned earlier on. For this, right, you need to talk about, elaborate on DAP. This is a appropriate child assessment. And then you need to understand, you can put in PILESS. So from here you can elaborate on the safety, health, all that. Okay? What else? And then you can talk about the environment. What else? Sorry? Culture, environment can put together. How about the curriculum? The approach. So for the environment, you can put teacher to student ratio. Okay? And for the environment, you can also elaborate on a wide, rich, and varied learning opportunities. Okay, can I move on? So for the last question, goals for fostering children development. What this means? Goals means what is the aim? What's the end picture that you want to see for children development? What's your aim? Anyone want to share? What's the goals for fostering children development? You can fall back, discuss this as the areas of children development, like what areas of children development are important. Cognitive means the maths, the language. Cognitive means the maths, the learning, ABC, all that. Language, emotional, and how. What do you want to achieve? Like each age group, based on their age, they can do certain things that are appropriate to their age. Is that your final goal? You get what I mean? Feel like a bit lost here, everyone. Okay, I tell you what. This question, I'm not going to elaborate further because otherwise I get all the answers the same. I want you to understand the whole topic and feel for yourself what are the goals, what the end picture you want for the children in the children development.
They become independent.
Yes, good. Yes, independent. Okay, become independent learner. What else? What are your goals? They are happy?
Yeah.
What else? Sorry? Can. There's no really like a very defined answer, but if you can elaborate to it, it's okay. Okay?
Considerate of others.
Consideration of others, that means it's in the character. It's like they have a good character. What else? Okay, I let you go back home to think about this. If you're still not sure, you can email me or WhatsApp. I can share you can discuss about it. But as I said, this is an individual assignment. You should have your answer individually, not like share the same answer we will know. Okay? And who can tell me the deadline for this assignment? 28 October. Please mark the date, yeah. Remember to submit. Don't be late, as when you are late, we will deduct the mark from the submission mark, total submission mark. Okay. That's for today. Any question from the floor? Yes? Essay form. Yes. Yes. And remember to quote the APAA style. APPA style. And follow the guideline here. APA style. So means that if you get the information from the internet, from magazine, from book, you need to quote the source of it, because it's not something that you develop or something that you say. Okay? Yes? No. This is, I think, assignment. This is different. Who shared with you this? Oh, I didn't get this. You also have the same one? Okay, can I ask, is this assignment in your course, right? It's the same one, right? Everyone, you're working on this assignment, yeah? There's the question. The different question is not this due in 28 October. This is the one that due in 28 October. Someone they have different assignment. You check your blackboard and see. Right? Yeah. What makes me a successful and professional educator? Okay, any more questions? Yes. Yes, that's assignment 2. So that means there are 2 assignments due. So the second assignment is the one that on the John Piaget, Maria Montessori, Flaubert. Okay? The history of founder. Yeah, that's the second one. Okay, any more questions? No more? Okay, so now I ask all of you for a fun activity. Okay? Okay? Can everyone stand up and have space out, yeah? Thank you. Okay, are we ready? You need to do some breathing exercise first. Okay, for this we do some breathing exercise first. Take an inhale. Exhale, okay? Good job. If you're ready, you say music, please. Excuse me. If you're ready, say music, please. Music, please. Ready now? But it's not good enough. You didn't go 100%. I want you to do one more time. You go 100%. Okay? If not, I'll do the assignment mark, yeah? Okay? Ready? If you're ready, say music, please. Music, please. 100%, yeah? If not, I'll ask you to come in front and dance.
Save
yeah? Do you know why that I want to do the dance with you? What is the learning from the dance? Just now, all of you are like the children in the class. Me, as an educator, imagine if I do like this. Baby. Then you will do like this. Correct? So if I do like this, maybe you do like this, right? But if I do, then you will even go lower. So, as an educator, when you go 100%, that's for your children. Okay? When you have to, you don't have to worry about your image. In front of the children, you must go all out. That's how they learn. Okay, thank you class. Thank you for coming today. I said, one more marker pen is missing. Correct. Okay, thank you. No, the whole thing. This is the framework of this. Because the question is okay, how
Yes.
Yes, not comprehension way. Not nice answer in a nice answer. Okay, like for instance, right? Okay. What reason why you want to go Okay. Not bad. I can't promise because I was in few of you. I tried first, then I tried my best. Okay, have fun today.